3,200,000 years ago, the vast savannas of what we now call Ethiopia were alive with danger, struggle, and survival. Among the creatures walking this ancient land was one of the earliest known ancestors of humanity, Australopithecus afarensis, best known through a famous fossil nicknamed Lucy. Lucy was not a single extraordinary individual, but rather a representative of her species. Her life and the lives of those around her reveal a crucial chapter in human evolution. To understand Lucy's daily reality, we must place ourselves in her world. A land both beautiful and brutal, where every sunrise brought both opportunity and threat. The Ethiopia of Lucy's time was a mix of open grasslands, scattered woodlands, and patches of dense forest. Seasonal rains transformed dry plains into green pastures, but they also drew dangerous predators. Tall grasses hid both prey and hunter, and survival depended on constant awareness. Waterholes were vital but perilous places. To drink, Lucy and her kin had to approach cautiously, watching for crocodiles in the rivers and lions lurking in the shade. Lucy and her kind lived in small groups, bound together for protection and social interaction. Each day was dominated by the search for food. Their diet was varied: roots dug from the earth, fruits plucked from trees, seeds, nuts, and the occasional insect or small animal. Unlike modern humans, Lucy could not cook, but her hands were skilled at breaking, peeling, and digging. She was bipedal, able to walk upright on two legs, which freed her arms to carry food, babies, or sticks and stones for defense. Yet she was also an excellent climber, retreating into trees at night or when danger threatened. This combination of walking and climbing made her well-suited for a world that demanded flexibility. Group life was essential. Alone, Lucy would have been vulnerable, but with others she could find safety. Mothers carried their young for years, nursing them and protecting them, until they were old enough to cling to branches or walk beside the adults. Grooming was not just about hygiene, it strengthened social ties. Touch, sound, and eye contact created a sense of belonging that may have been the foundation for the complex societies humans would one day build. Communication was simple but vital. Lucy and her companions likely used gestures, vocal calls, and facial expressions. A warning cry could alert the group to danger, while softer sounds helped mothers soothe their infants. These early forms of communication set the stage for the language that would evolve millions of years later. Life was never secure. The savanna teemed with threats: saber-toothed cats, giant hyenas, crocodiles, and massive birds of prey. Even other primates could be competitors for food or territory. To survive, Lucy relied on vigilance and cooperation. Often safety meant retreat, climbing into a tree, or sticking close to the group. In moments of confrontation, simple tools came into play. Though not yet true stone tool makers, Australopithecus afarensis could pick up rocks or sticks to throw, wave, or strike. These objects extended their reach, giving them a slight edge against attackers, and shaping the beginning of humanity's long relationship with tools. Lucy's kind stood at a crossroads in evolution. Walking on two legs gave them freedom to travel across wide landscapes, explore new habitats, and carry resources. Their brains were larger than earlier primates, though still only about 1/3 the size of modern humans. Yet inside these small brains lay the seeds of intelligence, curiosity, and adaptability that would define our lineage. Every step Lucy took across the savanna was part of a larger story, a story of survival, adaptation, and slow transformation. Though she could not have known it, her daily struggles contributed to the path that would eventually lead to Homo sapiens. Imagine Lucy at dawn. She stretches in the cool air as the group stirs around her. Together, they move toward a patch of fruit-bearing trees. The young cling tightly to their mothers as older individuals scan for danger. Midday brings heat, and the group rests in the shade, grooming one another and sharing food. In the afternoon, they dig for roots, their hands dusty and strong. As the sun sets, they climb into the trees, finding safety above the ground, while predators prowl below. This was her rhythm, a cycle of searching, watching, eating, and resting, a rhythm that kept her alive in a harsh and unpredictable world. Lucy's life in the Ethiopian savanna was neither simple nor easy, yet it was profoundly important. Her species balanced between two worlds, the forest canopy and the open plains, developing traits that would define humanity: upright walking, social bonds, adaptability, and the earliest hints of tool use. When we think of Lucy, we see more than bones in a museum. We see a living creature, waking with the sunrise, watching the horizon for danger, and carrying the weight of survival. In her world, every day was a test, and in passing that test, she and her kind carried forward the story of human evolution, one step, one struggle, and one sunrise at a time.